Today I'm bringing to life for you this gorgeous floor plan to showcase to you what that actually looks like in real life. Now this is taking us back to March when we had our spring open day and Bryony from Bobbi Wren events took over all the styling. And what I provide any styling team with when we do an open event and a showcase is a floor plan to say, this is how I want the layout to look. Go make that look amazing. And oh boy, did she deliver. So, as I said, this was back in March. So, we're dealing with the weather for a spring celebration. So, it's always best to kind of plan for colder, wetter weather. So we've got things on here like the clear frontage, we had heat in there as well, and we've got this long walkway into the teepees, and it was such a cozy warm space. Someone actually said it's a bit too warm in here when we had our physical open day on the Sunday. So this is the floor plan that I put together and shared with Bryony. So as a rule, when I put together any floor plan, what I'm thinking about is your magic 3Ds. So space for dining, drinking and dancing, and we can see we've got all of those here. We've got our formal sort of dining setup here, we've got our whole bar area and drinks area here, and of course the magical dance floor where it all happens into the evening. So just walking through this floor plan, so we can see here that's where people are walking in, so you can kind of almost see that there, that your guests are walking into your teepee space. And what they were greeted with was this cake table. And I just kind of, the brief, I guess, that I gave to Bryony was, I want a cake and welcome station, that's the first thing that people see. And again, I'll share those photos. It's so stunning. And then we've got the dining setup. Now it's spring, perfect for autumn as well. So we've positioned that all the way around the fire pit. So we've got the focal point of the sweetheart table, a table for two, and then also that sort of open fire pit where that's just going to be keeping you nice and toasty, a real focal point that everyone sat around. We had a blend of tables, so we've got those Nordic pine tables here, and then the teas are marking trestle table. So a trestle table is a functional table. It needs a tablecloth, and then the Nordic pines can be kind of left bare, often put a table runner on. So I'll share those photos of how that looked in the contrast for you there as well. And then obviously we've got the dance floor area. Now seating here, we've got 8, 16, 24, 32, those Nordic pine benches, seat 4 bottoms per bench, 8 per table, so 8, 16, 24, 32. We've got 12 there on those trestle tables, so taking us up to 44, and then a sweetheart table up to 46. Now, whenever we've got a showcase event, we're never going to fill it with furniture because it's just about giving you a taste. So if you've got an intimate celebration of 40 to 50, this is absolutely perfect. Yes, you can fit a few more tables in. It might be that we reconfigure the internal space, but you've got a party space here as well for 100, 120 people. Just absolutely stunning. So as promised, we've got this cake station here, and this is what that looked like. An absolute treat for the eyes and the senses. And you've got this draping, so you're kind of getting a peep through to the sort of like the bar area, but you're not fully getting it, but that is what you're walking into. And it's an absolute complete wow with all the florals that Sophie put together there, as well as you've got all the stationery, your card box, of course the cake table there as well. So then swinging around to that dining space here, there's your fire pit that you can see. We've got that sweetheart table all framed perfectly by the draping on what we call the cross poles that sit. And then you've got that blend of the Nordic pine tables and then your trestle table just there. So you can see on this picture here, this just requires a table runner just to kind of soften the table, and it contrasts completely with the tables that do require cloths. And I think having that mixture of furniture absolutely works, and it really helps with sort of like the layering and the textured look. I'm starting to sound like I know what I'm talking about. Like, I leave that to the stylist, I promise you, but I love when we have that blend of different tables. So you can see there the contrast between the two, and they work perfectly next to each other. So just here we've got like that represents a soft seating set, and for that we used our vintage seating set that we've got there. So you can see that set there is looking over at the bar, over at the dance floor area. So at night you might find that's where Granny parks herself when he's watching all the antics going on that dance floor space. And then you've got the bar just here, and then all that dining space behind you. And then that's the bar just there for you. So if I take you back to the floor plan, so just here behind the poles, you can see you've got that bar space, and that's bringing that to life of how that would look for you. And then that's the bar looking sort of through down into where you can see the dining space just behind. So there's the bar area. Now, we can see the couple that we had for the day for the photo shoot. So you can see at the back, you've got your dance floor space, you've got your chill out space, you've got your bar, and then they're just walking into that dining space just there. So it gives you that overview of everything there. Now, I'm often asked that we would love an outdoor ceremony, but if the weather's a little inclement, what's our plan B? And I would generally say your dance floor, because if we look back at this floor plan, is a whole space that you're not actually using in the daytime. So that meets the perfect requirements for bringing your ceremony indoors, and guests could either sit at their guest tables, or you could have them kind of positioned around on their chairs and benches around that dance floor space as well. And you've got plenty of space for that to happen. So that's kind of that dual purpose then of that dance floor. So yes, so this floor plan here, which I of course think's beautiful, sometimes people need help imagining that and bringing that to life, and hopefully we can see that through that blog post and these incredible photos that Jess has taken, how that all comes to life for you. So if you wanted to talk to me more about your own floor plan, your own space, how that's going to work, you need photos to help visualize that, just reach out. We are here to help you and guide you through your own teepee or sailcloth celebration, whether that be spring, summer, autumn. We will give you all the options available to help make your space the best space it possibly can be.